Good morning, welcome to Bums on a Boat. My name is Joel and we're about to send it. We're in the middle of a shakedown. The big experiment is I'm going solo for the first time, testing autopilot, engine, all these things we've fixed all DIY, and today we're gonna go for the longest jump so far. We're gonna have open waters. We're gonna have 20 to 25 knots, ready to get going. So I'm gonna go pull the anchor. Let's go, baby. It's great to be alive. Hey, you bums. Let's pull the jib out. It's gonna be blowing today, so I think I'm gonna go maybe half to 3/4. I think that's good. We got about 3/4 of a main, 3/4 of a head sail out. It's gonna be easy 25. And when we get out around Grenada, it's really gonna pick up, so. Feeling comfortable with this. I think that'll play. And we're prepared for gusts because around here it gets really gusty, and it'll be 20 and then just out of nowhere. You don't really see it coming. It's already raining right as I started pulling anchor, making 5 knots. I'm easing into it, getting comfortable before I get too crazy. Really looking at everything. Good morning. And this is my Dodger. Since I don't have a Dodger, I really hoped I didn't have to bust this out. But we've already got a little weather coming in. It's bringing with it some wind, so we're picking up speed. Boat's heeling.
There are 2 ways to go about this trip with the current conditions. Motor up the coast and straight into the wind and current, making it about an 8 to 9 hour journey on a boat my size, or by sail only, tacking way out west and then tacking back east, fighting the current, which would easily be about 20 hours. I want to get into Carriacou before dark and also ease into being out here solo.
So the wind was just gusty and it's already like into our face, so we got some northeast. So the jib just kept luffing and backwinding, and it was just a mess, so I pulled it in. So we're just motor sailing up the coast. It's yeah, this is, you're looking at it. It's a bit rainy, constantly, just on and off, spitting on me. All right, definitely saw the white caps on the water, so I saw this one coming. It's just really gusty, so it'll be real calm, and then all of a sudden, you know, rain, a little system will come in, and then it'll just get gusty, and then it'll go away and be gone. Once we round this corner and go out into the open water, it's just gonna be right in our face. So we'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear, but I'll probably just be motor sailing with the main out, because in my experience, when I'm going dead into the wind, having the head sail out doesn't do much. It's an east trade wind and a little north. All right, that was a good gust. It's still kicking, but we got over 6 knots there. God, I don't know, the main does something weird when it picks up and we're into it. It really pop, 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 pop. I think the luff end needs to be, I really tightened down on that luff end, but ooh, it's getting gusty. We're about to make our final angle, our turn, and that's gonna be the angle we're gonna try to hold. So we're gonna know, you know, how hard this is gonna be. We're already kind of nosing into it. We're gonna have to turn about 10 degrees further to the east. So I feel like we're gonna be bashing straight into it. Classic. All right, we got some more hairiness coming at us. I got prepared for this one. Just gonna level us. The wind's already getting erratic. It is dead into our face. We've dropped, you know, barely 4 if we're lucky, and I even upped the RPMs. I'm at about 23 to 2400 RPMs right now. Check, did an engine check. Everything looks good, so that's awesome. The autopilot's working. So when the front hits me, I just let my sheet out and let the main go out because it really heals and you can feel a lot of pressure. And then just kind of bring it in a little. We in it. Again, I think this is the third or the fourth little system. This one looks bigger than the ones we've been in so far. Hey, hey, all right. The sun came out. I don't see anything dicey for a little while. I do see some clouds out there. It's just gonna keep hitting us, but we got a little bit of a opening, and we're just about to exit the lee of Grenada, and then we're gonna see what we got. We're gonna see. Right now the current and everything is actually wrapping around the island, so I'm hoping once we leave the lee, maybe we'll be able to do a little better. But we're basically right into the wind. We're on a good heading to go towards Carriacou, first Ronda Island, then Carriacou. So it's about 65 degrees, and the wind is coming at about maybe 80, 75. So we're not dead into it, luckily. But how about that autopilot, though? So we're just starting to exit the lee of Grenada. It's we've really slowed down. I think here is where the wind is wrapping, so once we can hopefully break free of this, it'll go back to the east. But it's just, yeah, we're standing still. We're fighting. Let's go, baby. This is the beat right here. Coming out of the lee. I'm really hoping maybe this will calm down, but yeah, yikes. Everything is just right in at you. Just taking some good waves over the bow right into the face, so I put this thing back on. Just kind of shield myself when it comes in hot. Oh, we're pretty much out there now. We're in it. We're out of the lee. We're in the open sea. So now the current's kicked in, and I mean, I gotta do everything I can just to like somewhat head towards our target. It's crazy. I feel like I'm aiming at this land, but when I look at my GPS, I'm going way off. I'm not going towards our target. And I mean, in order to really make that heading, I have to go dead into the wind. So I have to balance. Like, I can't go dead into it. But Captain Tony from Amelia, he said, don't be tricked and think, oh, I'll just have a good sail and go way off, way west, just ride it good, and then when I get even with Carriacou, then I'll turn and just motor straight at it, because he says everything is going to be against you. It's harder than it sounds. So I'm trying to stay as close as I can, but wow, our speed is dropping, and whew, it's going to be a long day, Bob. Thought I had a pretty good heading. Looked like with the current and everything, I was making good heading towards Carriacou, so I decided to try to pull the headsail out. We're still just going like straight into it, but we have just enough of an angle. Pulled it out. I'm gonna pull it as tight as I can and see if we can't make a little speed, because we really started slowing down there, beating into it, and the waves, the current, and everything. It actually seems like it's holding wind, and we gained about a knot almost. So, and our heading is decent. We're going towards Carriacou. All right. Well, this little system came in and took all our wind. And kind of spun it right into our face, so I had to pull the headsail in. Now we're not making any headway. We're just beating into the current with all right, our ETA just doubled from here to where we're going. Marathon out here. Once that system went through, the wind kind of trued back up, and I mean, we're pinching as close as we can, but I pulled the headsail out and it's holding wind, and we're just barely able to make our heading. But whew, this is fun. It's a grind. It's constant, in and out, and the little micro systems are what makes it challenging, because they just come in and your wind gets all messed up, and I was getting a nice shot of Tyrrell Bay, Carriacou. It's coming into our sights. The dinghy, there's not a, I mean, I gotta get some davits or something, because that thing just, I don't know, like, maybe it's just me. I don't think it looks very good up there. I mean, there's a lot of things about Jacques Mate aesthetically that can be improved upon, I'm noticing, you know. These are all things I'm like, you know, yeah, she's got a lot of potential here. You know, but look, we're testing the bones of her, and you know, can she move? And right now she's doing it. She's doing it. I mean, wow. And the skies have cleared up for us a little bit. We're getting to the point where we're just gonna have to take our medicine. Definitely can't hold wind and make it to the harbor, and now we just got to go at it, and it's just gonna be a beat straight into it. But I'm hoping the current, there shouldn't be a current, and the wave should die down as we get closer, because now we got land blocking from the east. So I don't know, but anyways, we're about to change course and probably drop from 4 to 5 knots down to 2.
When prepping the boat, I was unable to find my mast track stopper. It's cheap, but so effective. I improvised and used some stainless wire. Not working as well as I hoped.
Definitely got a few little projects before we set off on our next sail. Couple things I've noticed. Something went wrong there, but it's all good. Now to find a parking spot. It's a little tight. Yeah, it's pretty tight everywhere. I'm gonna watch and see how it swings. Back it down. Wah! Dinghy's in the water. Woo, that's the last of the grind, you know, lifting that whole thing and putting it all together solo. It's been good for me. And what I keep telling myself, this is what I was supposed to learn, this is what I needed to experience, is doing all this on my own. When it gets hard and I get a little like complainy, I just say, shut up. You needed this, Joel. You need to learn. You need to appreciate. And now I do. I mean, it's a lot of work doing all this on your own, but we are here in Carriacou. When I was in the middle of it, I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, what is this? It's so much work. It's exhausting. It's scary. Like, what's gonna mess up next? And it's like a marathon. Why am I doing this? And then now I remember, yes, this is why, because it's doing hard things. It's tough in the middle of it, but afterwards it feels, wow. You feel accomplished. I feel accomplished anyway, and I'm proud, grateful to be here, and grateful things worked out, and grateful I sent it, went for it, and that it worked out more or less. It did. It worked out great. You know, the weather was a little spotty, a little rainy, about 3 or 4, at least 3, maybe 4, just kind of blast, make the wind all crazy, get you all wet. You know, no Dodger or anything, it's fine. But let's go Volvo Penta, let's give it up for the diesel engine, and let's give it up for the autopilot and the GPS. Now, why am I so excited? Because these are all things that I've been bloody grinding on, working, figuring it out on my own and fixing it. And for me, a lot of my uneasiness comes from the fact that I know I fixed it. I was down there, I saw it. Did I do it right? What's gonna happen? Boy, the Volvo Penta, that engine did really well. It was all Volvo on this one. Now that we're here, we had to go east. You know, Grenada's in a weird spot. The Windward Islands kind of curve back to the west, so I had to go into the wind to get here. But now, whether I go north or south, I have a much better angle. So my goal now on the next sail is to actually sail and turn the engine off. That's my goal. How are you guys doing out there? If you have not subscribed already, well, why don't you just go ahead and click that subscribe button, because this channel is only getting better. We're just hitting our stride. I got so many plans in the works. Some really amazing things have happened, which is why I've sent it with the boat not quite where I wanted it to be, because I do want to sail. I want to test this boat out, and when I have the time, because soon I'll be doing a crossing across the Atlantic into Dubai, and that's going to be amazing. And I'm so glad I got that opportunity. And I'm really proud that I was offered it. You know, that means a lot to me. Thank you, patrons. Let's go, baby. We did it. We made it through the rough patch, and thank you for your support, your encouragement, your love, the laughs. It's awesome. Wow. I'm a little, I don't know. Feels good. Tired, but like, woo, like a good kind of tired. All right, we'll see you next week here on Bums on a Boat. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
These are the tales of Boab.
Bum